What I have here is a string winder. And most of the time, this is all you're going to need to get all the strings off. Right here, there's a little gap that you can help to use to get the pins out. So, I've already loosened the slack on this, and when trying to pull the pin, it just wasn't happening. Could be that this is a different one anyways, but this one's kind of old. The one I showed you a second ago, so right here, still same thing, just not quite cutting it. So, before I even realized that the string winders came with the little gap to help pull the pins out, I just used a spoon. So we just take the spoon, I'm going to wedge it right here, and I'm going to pull the pin. Okay, so let's see if we can get a better angle on that. I'm going to put it right here in between these two spots, here between the two pins, and I'm just going to pull up on it, and I'm going to use this part to help pry it. It came right out. A little bit more. That one was really stuck in there. Don't recommend using a spoon to pull the pins out unless you absolutely have to. This one was really in there. So go ahead and get all the strings loosened. All right, now that all the strings are loosened, let's see if I can get the rest of them by using the string winder. Oh, that one came out a little easier. There we go. The tips of your loose strings can be pretty sharp, so I'm going to wrap them up. Just take them and wrap them around my hand like so. Then I will run this piece through the loop. And then throw them away. Okay, when I change strings, I like to do two things. I like to condition the fretboard, and I'll put a little pencil lead inside right here. What I use to condition the fretboard is just a good old-fashioned GHS fast fret, and it comes with an applicator, and you just rub it on the frets and get it really soaked in there. Now we'll leave it there to sit for a bit, and I'm going to put the pencil lead in here from a mechanical pencil set, and when I'm done I will use the cloth that came with the fast fret system to wipe up what's left of the fast fret. Now this particular nut is a bone nut, and it's already pretty smooth because it's bone, but a lot of times I'll take a package of mechanical pencil lead. Just got this at Kroger or Walmart or somewhere, and it's a 0.5 is the size. So I just take a piece of this, and I'll take the lead, and I'll just, as much as I can, put it where all the string grooves are. This is a 30 pieces. I can't even tell you how long ago it was when I bought this, but it's lasted for a very long time. So this will go a long way. This is the gauge of string that I am putting on the guitar. It's just a pair of Martin acoustic strings, the light gauge, 12 through 54. You can see that the packaging is well marked to let us know that this is the 6th string. This is the pin that helps hold the string down. And you notice the little groove that's in the middle there. I'm going to line the string up with that groove and then just press the pin down. At the end of each string is a ball. That ball combined with the pin is what prevents it from coming right back out of the hole. Here's the 5th string. Fourth string. Third string. Brand new strings are usually labeled so that you can tell easily which one's the 6th string and the 5th string and the 4th string and so on. But these 2 strings got loose, and I don't really have an easy way of seeing which one is the bigger string. So the easiest way to do that is you just pinch the string, or pinch one string, and then pinch the other. And you should be able to tell which one's the smaller string. So this one is like the bigger string, so that should be the 2nd string. There we go. Let's go ahead and wipe any of the residue off from the fast fret. Before you put the strings on, check and make sure there isn't something that needs to be tightened. I want to get at least 2 wraps around that post. So I put my hand underneath the string to help kind of judge how much slack I'm going to need over here so I can get the proper wrappings here. So then I'll hold that there so I don't lose any of the slack, and then I'm going to hold this here. As I'm winding it, this is going to stay at the bottom. Notice as I'm winding it, I'm winding the string on this side, keeping the string, the first part of the string, at the bottom of all the wraps, and that keeps a downward pulling motion on the string. If I take this string, okay, and it's lined up, what I do, somewhere around the 5th, or I'm sorry, the 7th or 8th fret, I just put my hand underneath the string. And that should give me enough slack so that I'll get 2 wraps around the string. But I'll hold it there and then swap. After that, I will just use the handy dandy string winder and I will string it up. Now I'm trying to keep the first wrap down here at the bottom so that it pulls the string downwards. There we go. Now notice I have the wrap on the inside here. If I put it on the other side, it might put a little bit too much pressure right here and break that. For the rest of the strings, I'm going to do it a little bit differently, where I'm actually going to wrap the string around the post before I run it through the hole. So I take the string and I run it around the post like so. Then I'm going to hang on to it. You got to make sure you push the first wrap down, run the string through the hole, pull it tight. Now this is faster, but it's a little trickier to get it to work. The advantage is there's no string winder. And I still have my first part of the string at the bottom, just like I want it. Any of the slack right here will tighten up as the string develops some tension. At first, you may want to do the method where you measure underneath the string to get a hang of that before you try the pre-wrapping kind. And we're just going to take the string and want to wrap it around the neck, the tuning post. Okay, now find where the hole is at. Put the string there. Pull it through. Okay, so, and then I just tighten. So this way can be pretty quick, but it's a bit trickier to get used to. So I suggest at first you do it the other way. Now, in case you're wondering why are the strings on this side of the post? Okay, well, if we look a little closer to the string nut, back up just a little bit more. Okay, so if this string is on this side of the tuning machine, it puts a lot of pressure right here, and that can break. Okay, this is actually a replacement one, and it wasn't too expensive to replace it, but still it's a pain in the neck to replace it. So when we get to this side, you'll notice they'll all be on this side of the tuning machine. Once again, making it so there's no undue pressure right here. Okay, so we're going to be, all the strings will be squeezing inward for the middle part.
Okay, the guitar is relatively in tune right now. It's not perfect, but everything is at the correct note at least. When you put a brand new set of strings on, they're going to stretch like crazy. So one of the ways that you can prevent them from stretching as much and going out of tune is to pre-stretch them. And what I'll do is I'll just grab a fret, you know, and right here I can't, you know, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead and put my hand on the first fret. Then I'm going to pull up on the string. And then, see, I'm moving my hand down, my left hand down, just kind of grabbing various frets and pulling up on the string. So now it's really out of tune. We'll tune it up a couple more times and it should settle down. The last thing you want to do is clip the strings. You don't want to clip them string after string because the tips of them can be very sharp, and if you're trying to work around them as you are replacing your other strings, you are likely to cut yourself. So wait until you're done and you're finished stringing the guitar, then go ahead and clip them. Now this is just a pair of good old wire cutters I've had forever. Careful not to clip any of the other strings. That can be very frustrating. Okay. That one, I can do better than that. Notice that the strings are all wound on the inside of the tuning machines. See? It's on the inside. We do this to make sure that the strings are squeezing inwards so that they don't pop out right here and mess up the string nut. So as you're putting them on, be aware of how they're turning and keep them all on the inside. If you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe.